Welcome back to Second Cinema, everyone. My guest today is a really good friend of mine, actor, producer extraordinaire, Mark Joy.
Wow.
Great to have you here. You like that?
My goodness gracious.
Look,
Thanks.
anyone
Thanks,
that comes
Hillary.
down from Richmond, Virginia gets those kind of accolades.
Well, thanks for asking us, and I'm glad to be here.
Mark, it's really great to have you. And, you know, aside from your great career as an actor, and now you're dabbling in
We're
producing.
talking about me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
You, Mark Joy. Mark
Yeah.
Joy, check him out. You have this really great film, Beast of Burden, that you're promoting now, and we're going to have a chance to see the trailer in a few minutes. But tell us a little bit about this film, because it's truly amazing. You
mean tell you what it's about? That's
sure. We can start there.
I didn't know the questions were going to be that hard. Beast of Burden, we hope it has a universal theme, and it's really about a middle-aged guy who finds that he is stuck in his life, in many areas of his life. So, and he's not aware why. So what we find out is that he's going to have to go back to a past that haunts him, and that the answers will be there. Mm-hmm. And it's about his process of going through that and revealing what he finds, so that he can move on with his life.
Now, are there parallels to the character Sam Mara, which you play, to Mark Joy?
Certainly. Mm-hmm. I always heard, write what you know. Mm-hmm. And since I don't know anything other than about my own life,
it's a very short film.
It's a 3-minute piece, and we have some reruns, and we kind of double up with some scenes. But no, yes, there are some parallels. It's not autobiographical by any sense, but there are some things that mean something to me in my life.
What's great about this film is that you really utilized both cast and crew from the Mid-Atlantic region. You yourself, you live in Richmond. You've been there for a number of years.
Yep.
And as we know, there's an amazing group of both cast and crew that you can find right here in this region, North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina.
Absolutely.
So how was that to be able to incorporate those folks into your project?
Well, that was part of the deal. We were talking about, I'm really big on film production in the Southeast. I think we can do a great job here. There's infrastructure, there's talent, there's locations, everything. And I thought, well, I want to tell people that we're going to use Virginia private equity. We're going to shoot entirely in Virginia with a Virginia cast and a Virginia crew. And we're going to say, look, we can make a real movie.
And it definitely has that feel. Having a chance to see the trailer, which I mentioned we're going to show in a few minutes, it has that feature film feel. It looks like it's walking right out of Paramount or Columbia, and it's very much a suspense film. There's a real thriller aspect to it.
Yeah, there is, and I love those kind of movies. And I appreciate you saying that. That really sounds good to hear. Our goal was to deliver production value. That said, we know how to put this together top to bottom. We can deliver production value. We can deliver high quality. So we made a decision that cost more money, but we made a decision to shoot on 35, even in spite of the digital equipment that's available today. We made a decision to shoot on 35 because the film asked for that. It asked for that look. And then we transferred to 1080p, and our workflow was entirely digital, and we're not going to project it on the screen, so we don't have to go back to a film print. But we captured on 35, and it's really pretty.
Has it always been kind of a dream to want to be a producer?
No. No,
you got to ask the question.
No, it has not. I can remember a fellow whose his name is Jay Kemp, and I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning his name, but he's a gaffer. And I've worked with him on many films over the years, and in different parts of the country, as a matter of fact. And he said a decade ago, he said, Mark, you should produce. I said, I have no desire to. You will never find me producing. I don't want to work that hard.
It is a lot of work.
I was surprised. Well, I wasn't surprised. I was just like, oh boy, what have I done? But
this storyline, you mentioned that you did write it came to mind when you were actually in that one spot at this place by River in Richmond, Virginia.
This is a place called Pony Pasture Rapids on the James River in Richmond, and I go down there every day that I can at some point just to rest for 5 minutes or half an hour, whatever it is. And while I was sitting there one morning, and this idea for this movie came to me. And it came with such force that I said, you know what? It's time to stop messing around and thinking you're going to make a movie one day. Just make this movie.
And you did.
And we did.
And here you are, not only the producer, but you're starring in it as FBI agent, or special agent Sam Mara. And it seems like he's really facing a lot of personal burdens in his life. See, like
Burdens.
I'm telling you, looking at that film, seeing that it's called Beast of Burden, and for those who are going to watch it and see this film, and you can go to the website beastofburdenthemovie.com, you can find out that Burden's actually this fictitious location in Virginia.
That's right.
So that also is the Beast of Burden, which is...
Yeah, we take a little creative license with that and create this little town. The story is fiction, but I think that the strength of the piece is that anybody who watches it will find truth at some level for them. And so, on that basis, we move on.
Where are you looking to move from here with this film? What's next?
It's amazing because already, just based on delivering the film, without having reached a place where we're successful marketing yet, we're in negotiations right now to produce a $2.2 million feature film. That Paradigm is involved with packaging and so forth and so on. And it's just because, and this is for independent filmmakers, and many of you already know this, but you got to make the movie. You just got to make it. You got to deliver it. And then you can say, look what I've done. Even if nobody else ever saw it, you can say, look what I've done. So
are you kind of hooked on this whole producing thing now?
I fought it. I fought against it. And it keeps coming back.
Keeps coming back.
So I am for right now, yes.
But it's such a great opportunity for you as an actor to be able to be a part of something that you were part of the creative process as well, I would think. As an actor myself, it's always nice to be able to put yourself in something like that. You had that opportunity with Beast of Burden.
That was at least part of the idea that was important to me, was that, to be honest, my film career is kind of falling off over the last few years, only as as it's fallen off in the mid-Atlantic in general. Yeah. The production has gone down. And I have already lived in New York and L.A. and don't want to go back. I want to stay in the Southeast. I love it here. And it's balance of life. So I thought, well, then create your own work, pal.
You have to do
and
that.
quit complaining. Create your own work.
So if you had any valuable advice you can give to maybe actors or people that are looking to get into producing or directing, what would you say to them, especially if they're in this area? It's a big area for filmmaking, and the production work is there, but it's obviously not going to be like L.A. or New York. And of course, we're getting a lot of work going up to Canada and leaving the area.
Absolutely.
So for those who have that passion,
Excuse me.
Would you have advice for them?
I don't know so much that I would have advice, because I think everybody finds their own way through something. But I can say this. Probably not a good idea to begin the process unless you're really committed and you feel passionate about the story you're trying to tell. That makes all the difference in the world. I mean, even I've been making my living at this for a long time, acting, that is, not producing. And even when I got the money commitments and banked the money, I got scared to death. I said, what am I doing, taking these people's money to make a movie? And then I just remembered, return to the story and the passion you feel for it, and make the movie. Do what you can each day, the best you can. And that's all you got. And just do that, and then you get somewhere.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That's aside from you taking the money and going on a trip to Puerto Vallarta.
Those were legitimate business expenses to interview some people about some burdenous things in their lives.
Right. Research.
Yes, it was research. That's good. Research, very good. Well, thank you.
Well, we are really happy that you brought the trailer to share with our viewers, and we're going to show that in just a moment. But we want to direct people to your website, which is beastofburdenthemovie.com. They can also go to markjoyfilms.com.
Right.
And, of course, like anybody, if you're not on MySpace, you just ain't nothing, right?
That's right. If you look for Mark Joy Films on MySpace, you will find all the information there is about the Beast.
That's right. And actually, they're a friend of Second Cinema's MySpace page, so you can find us there. Find them there as well as us on your site, right?
Good friends.
That's right.
Yes.
And my own MySpace page.
That's right.
We're everywhere.
That's right. We're just networking all over the place.
That's right.
You can't live without knowing who we are.
That's right. Absolutely. And you're on YouTube right now. So
yes,
you can see it on YouTube.
The trailer's on YouTube. That's
right. So why don't we take a look at the film, take a look at the trailer, rather, for the film Beast of Burden, which is a Mark Joy film production. And
in association with Studio 108.
Right, in association with Studio 108.
That's right.
And our friend Jack Hartman, who is the director of the film.
And did a terrific job with it, absolutely.
We look forward to seeing the entire film. Absolutely. Mark, always a pleasure. I just want to give you a hug. I love you. I'm so glad you're here.
I love you too.
Come here.
Okay, baby.
Come here.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Who made the trip down to be here? I'm so excited. Now sit down.
Okay, yeah. See, that's pretty much the way she is, for those of you who don't know her.
Sorry, I just throw them out, right?
Okay.
All right, this is Beast of Burden from Mark Joy Films and Studio 108 Productions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.